This month is also special because it's when Chris makes his debut as a recording artist, dropping his...
There we go. He's about to drop some bars.
It's the one and only Digo Double G.
Yeah, he's about to drop his rap
album Christian and the Hedgehog Boys. It's interesting to note
Christian and the Hedgehog Boys.
Cover includes Chris alongside Sonic and Sonichu in the foreground, while two black versions of Sonic, at least one of which is supposed to be Shadow the Hedgehog, are in the back, looking upset. The album boasts 8 tracks, all of which consist of Chris reciting parody lyrics over actual songs, not even instrumentals, just full-on songs, ranging anywhere from Backstreet Boys to the Macarena. Seriously, just get a load of So Need a Cute Girl, Chris's rendition of the Backstreet Boys' I Want It That Way.
And I never wanna hear I want a boyfriend.
Another track, Best Friends Forever, is subliminally dedicated to the aforementioned Sarah Hammer, who at this point had a boyfriend whom Chris was jealous of. The lyrics are quite interesting. You hang out with your new friends you made and your boyfriend who acts as a black Sonichu. It is your choice to go with them instead of me. Soon you'll realize you're not complete because I'm not there. If it wasn't clear yet, Sonichu, along with pretty much every other character he made up, were either self-inserts or brilliant wit.
Yeah, he doesn't like black people.
You act like a black Sonichu. What the fuck, bro? Holy shit, bro.
Fulfillment fantasies for Chris. Because of his utter inability to deal with the problems he was facing in his life, he articulated them through his OC. After a few months of his sign being posted up without any takers, as you'd expect, it was taken down by the dean of the college, Mary Lee Walsh. Chris had a few words to say about her. That evil witch, Mary Lee Walsh, mocked me and even crumbled my efforts and threw them into my face. It was serious, heart-shattering insults like that, which literally shattered my heart to almost nothing and murdered my soul. Like, as if I didn't already understand that love can't be hurried, but they all left a huge impression among the general population that having a sweetheart was illegal in Virginia. Thus, Virginia is for virgins, not lovers. Despite
what the fuck does that even mean?
But like the thing of it is, that's
because they're just saying in Virginia's for lovers. That's an actual thing.
Oh, okay.
For
yeah, but like that's the thing. Like what he's doing was technically illegal. He could have been arrested for that because that is straight up soliciting, especially then.
Despite Mary's best efforts, every time she took one of Chris's signs down, he just made more and more of them and posted them up around campus, even creating MySpace and Facebook pages to advertise his pursuit of a boyfriend-free girl. As 2004 began, Chris began...
He wants a bitch that's not taken, was...
over the idea of merging his writings with his drawings and making comic strips for his Sonichu stories. He also tries to negotiate with Mary Lee over emails, saying, Mary, I've slept on it and I've realized that note hanging is not the way to get attention. And I don't really want to meet with either you nor Susan. No offense. I'll tell you what, let's forget the meeting. And if you will allow my newsletter to stay in distribution, I will do all of the following. I will never hang notes on the wall again. I'll consider stopping my silent treatment on Susan. I'll consider knocking you and Susan up my scale of respect, each by 2 points. 0 equals no respect, 10 equals respect. By newsletter, Chris means...
Yeah, he's got a,
It's gonna scale.
Everyone's got stats to him, basically.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Sonichu's News Dash, which he thought would more effectively attract girls by mesmerizing them with his artistic talents. Mary wisely chose to not engage with Chris's shenanigans, opting to just remind him of when his appointment was and leave it at that. At said meeting, despite Chris's Saul Goodman tier bargaining skills, he was forbidden from putting up signs as well as distributing his newsletter, which deeply embittered him, leading him to resent Mary and make her the primary villain of Sonichu's adventures from then on. In one of the diary entries he would post to his no longer existent MySpace account, Chris wrote, Mary Lee Walsh made it illegal to distribute the News Dash. I am very angry at that. In response, I plan to incite the masses and hope they demand the return of the News Dash so my chances on getting a girlfriend can be restored. I've also declared war on them as well. About a month later, he added that Mary Lee was trying to get him kicked out of college altogether for his stunts, though it's unknown the degree to which that's true. As Chris
recurring theme. Him rallying all of his fans to riot or to boycott or...
So everyone in the chat that says me and Nazma call for too many fatwas, we're playing catch up.
Yeah.
Very unreliable narrator. Since he could no longer attract the ladies in the college campus, he took his sign to the Charlottesville Fashion Square Mall. Though initially seeming more promising than his Love Quest attempt in the college campus, it ran into problems at the mall as well. His diary entries go into detail. I've just had my worst trip to the mall. I was working with my heart on a red string of fate when from out of the blue, a jerk cop shattered my heart and ripped up the red string. I am very mad and upset because that jerk took my idea for a fall, just like that expletive at PVCC did. Before I read on, I have to make a note here to explain that the red string of fate Chris mentions is referring to a heart made out of paper that he would throw at girls at the mall, in the hopes they held onto it so that he could reel them in. If this sounds insane, it's because it is.
Even the guy narrating this video, like, can't hold it in this moment.
Yeah, it can't be real.
Picture this. He's got a desk with the sign, those signs up on there. He's throwing ropes with fishing for women.
Anyway, Chris continues, I was not bothering anyone at the mall today while I was just trying to sell myself when I got arrested for trying. I fortunately did not go to jail, and I've been stripped of my right to...
Sorry?
He took the fucking fish part a little too literal.
Yeah.
Plenty of fish in the sea. I got a rod.
Yeah, I got a rod. I'm going fishing at the mall. What are you doing?
Funny
Going
as
fishing
shit.
at the mall, Mum.
go to the mall by myself. I would be required to bring my mom or dad with me. My independence and my soul were practically murdered. This encounter inspired him to create one of his most famous terms, jerk-ops, a portmanteau of jerk and cops. From then on, whenever something bad happened to him, Chris would find a way to blame it on the jerk-ops. He even made a Pokemon card for them, with the description reading, "This copper fiend wants to shatter the virgin's heart by destroying his tools for attracting a boyfriend-free woman." With an
He turns everything into a card.
Yep.
Imagine like your
Everyone.
card, it just has that fucking description on it.
That's the best one.
I play Jerkobs.
Jerk up, destroys
Jerk off.
virgins trying to get bitches.
Can you
Boyfriend-
imagine that if,
No,
if
he's
he,
just
if he
trying to
met
get
Vlad?
boyfriend,
what do you
boyfriend-free women.
Yeah.
Sorry, Grant.
Like if he met Blabs, because Blabs loves Harry Potter so much, like he would be a demon. Like it would
Oh,
literally
yeah.
have a card for her.
Well said, demon.
Well said, demon.
Of his arrest, and possibly because of it, Chris gets suspended from his college, saying, "I got suspended from PBCC by the board, and I have that meddling expletive to thank for this as well. I am super angry. My dad is bloodthirsty for revenge as well. He's going to write to U.S. President George W. Bush Jr. and Laura Bush to help me get allowed back to PBCC. We all curse death upon Mary Lee Walsh." After this, both his diary entries and his attempts at the love quest die down for the time being, most likely due to his parents telling him to cut back on it to avoid getting in even more trouble. In the meantime, Chris was mandated to consult a psychiatrist for an evaluation as a result of his community college's board. It has a few...
So that's finally when they decide maybe you should see a shrink. You fucking lost your mind.